Hi, Pam. Finally, eh? You know what? I usually cleanse my cards and everything before I turn the camera on. Where are my glasses? I'll have to search for them in a minute. There they are. And normally I cleanse my cards and do all that stuff before I turn the camera on, but I thought I'm going to make you part of this right from the minute I pick the cards up. My rocks are sitting on top of them right now. I just want to make sure I get everything else ready to go. Okay, there's two of my rocks. This was my original, so I put this in the middle of the cards. And this was given to me by my neighbor up in La Pro. She's about 15 miles up the road. And then this one here has, what do they call it? If you were to cut this open, there's quartz, crystal quartz, all through this. So, here's what I do. This is what I do before I do every reading, even general readings. I really do this. I go through this. Let's see if you can see the way I do this. There we go. Look at that. Okay, so here's what I do. Masters of the universe, masters of the natural world order, and spirit guides. Please please clean old, tired, stale vibrations and energies from these cards. And please replace them with the fresh, clean, crisp, pure energies and vibrations and positive ions from the Atlantic Ocean. And bring those positive ions and energies and vibration up through the Atlantic Ocean, along with any messages that you may have today for Pamela Marie Schwartz, now Cassidy, born April 15th, 1962, Greensburg, Pennsylvania. And bring those energies, vibrations, positive ions, and energies up through the Atlantic. Then go straight up the Bay of Fundy and hook a left into my cove and bring it all in through my cove and in through my window and into these cards. I thank you for this. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. So, that's what I do every time. And now I'm going to put a smudge up. I got a little bit of sweetgrass left. I thought I would use it with you. And this is pretty potent stuff. We don't have to ask for anything. The smudge and the spirits and the energies already know what this is for. Okay. So I do myself. Clean out my energies. And I've had a pretty easy day today, so I'm mentally and emotionally in an okay place. No stress today. So far. And this is for you. There we go. I have my pure white candle burning off to the side here too. And I may smoke if I get feeling the heat too much. I may smoke with you on camera, if that's okay. I know you smoke, so I think we're beyond all that. Okay. Now, shuffling. Spirit guides, masters of the universe, and masters of the natural world order. Please bring forth any messages that you may have for Pamela Marie. And Marie's my middle name, by the way, as well. Pamela Marie Schwartz, Nee Schwartz, and now is Cassidy. And her birthday is April 15th, 1962. And she resides in Greensburg, Pennsylvania. Please bring forth any messages that you may have for Pam today in this Celtic Cross reading. We thank you for these messages. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. This reading will last probably 45 minutes to an hour. So the holdup isn't on my end. It's YouTube. God almighty, they're slow. It just makes me want to pull my hair out. Because especially with private readings like this, when I'm done, I want to, boom, just get it off. What I'm going to do is to make the upload a little faster. I'm not going to put my intro tiles at the beginning like I normally do. You see with the seagulls crying in the Bay of Fundy Fortunes, and then you see, you know, the tide coming in the dark, in the moonlight above. I'm not going to add those. I'm just going to add one little simple tile that's going to say this is your reading, basically. But that'll cut down a lot of the time for upload, make it a lot easier, a lot faster. Instead of taking 5 to 6 hours, hopefully it'll only take, you know, 2 hours. So you won't have to wait all night for it. There's a little surprise too here today. I'm not going to tell you right now. You'll know already by the time you get this and you view it, you'll already know. But I talk to you like you're right here already with me. So there's a little surprise, something you didn't know about. Something Luna cooked up. And I said I'd sweeten the pot to get you even more excited by not telling you until the very end of this reading. You'll find out. Well, you already know now because you'll know. You'll just know. Take my word for it. But anyway, yeah. I said she'll be squealing with delight, Luna. I have my music playing in the background. It's from one of my favorite movies of all time, and I even went out and bought and ordered, so I'm going to have a smoke here for a minute, ordered the soundtrack many years ago when it first came out. It's Dances with Wolves, and I ordered the soundtrack because I fell in love with the music. This piece is called Two Socks That Play. If you're familiar with the movie, that was the wolf that kind of made friends with Kevin Costner in it. There's Love Theme. It's another beautiful one. I rolled my cigarettes real quick here. I rolled a couple. Nice warm cup of tea. Got the window open here a little bit, like that. The birds are all feeding here right now. On the deck, it's a gray day. Very gray day, but still beautiful here. Tide's on its way out, so I'm starting to see some of the mud flats out there. Okay, I'm going to chip that. And there go them stupid clocks that are getting more famous than I am on YouTube. People love those clocks. I don't know why. When you got 12 bells and you're in the middle of trying to think about something, they're no fun. I missed that one big time. Come on. Messages for people. Born April 15th, 1962. Resides in Greensburg, Pennsylvania. Pamela Marie Schwartz. Nee Schwartz. Cassidy. Oh, right. If I'm not sure, I have to keep going. Bring me some messages. Spirit guides, master of the universe, master of the natural world order. It's hard reading for people that you know, even a little bit. They're hard. It's hard to read for. To remain objective and keep my mind clean and clear. Pamela Marie Schwartz. Alright, that's it. I got them. Alright. Oh, I forgot to get my little book out. It's my map. Let me see here. Where is it? Is it in here? Oh dear, where's my book? I have to have my book. Oh, for heaven's sakes. Sorry, Pam, just a minute. I gotta have that book. Can't do the reading without it. There it is. So I don't forget my placements. There. Alright. It's just so I don't forget my, you know, your current situation and what's crossing you. I can get lost sometimes, so this is my guide. It's just a little map. There we go. Celtic cross. And I'll just prop this up here. There. Perfect. Alright. Glasses. Here we go. Oh boy. Okay, your current situation. Strength, and it represents stability. Nice card to start with. Strength. He's ripping open that net. Next card, the Four of Cups. And this is what is crossing you. Boredom. I hear you there. Boredom. Emotional boredom. Look at that, because it's cups. An emotional level. Okay. Oh. That's 2. Number 3. The best you can expect at present. That doesn't even make sense. Maybe it will when I get to it. 7 of Swords. It's about loss. It doesn't even make sense. Not to me, it doesn't. Number 4. As below is above. This is what's grounding you. This is your question or the foundation of the reading. So, oh, the Queen of the Ocean. She's about abundance. Sorry about that. I got kind of lost there for a minute and drawn into the card. Number 5, the next event. The Hanged Man, Limbo. This is interesting. Very interesting. I think it is anyway. Number 6 are your past events or hidden factors. The 10 of Wands, responsibility. And you have a lot of responsibility. See, I already know that about you. See, that's what bugs me. I hate knowing too much when I'm doing a reading. I like the cards to display that. Number 7, 8 of Pentacles, achievements, and this is how you see yourself and what you can do and what you believe you're capable of, or what you need to believe what you're capable of even. Number 8 is your environment and what you can do about it. Ooh, I like that one to fall there. Look at that. The Magician, manifestation. That's a great card. This is for your environment and what you can do to change it or make it better, improve it. And the next card is your hopes and fears. The 4 of Pentacles and security. What a great card to fall there. It matches. These are your hopes and fears. Security is important to you. That's what it's saying. And the last card. Oh my gosh, no way. Wow. Oh, I got a little chill. I'm getting a chill. It's not from the window being open. For your last card, your final outcome on this reading, the Wheel of Fortune, Destiny. How cool is that? That's really interesting. I think that's fantastic. Oh my goodness, what an interesting reading this is going to be. I think. I'm all worked up already. I haven't even begun. I'm all worked up. This is crazy. Oh my goodness, maybe have another puff off that. This is how I smoke. I smoke and I puff, chip it out. A couple puffs, chip it out. By the way, in the last 5 days, you're the 4th reading that I've had. Paid reading. One from my friend Coralie in Ontario. She's a friend on Facebook. She's part of A Funny Fortunes too. You might see her. She likes a lot of things. Coralie Carter. Her, and then her son wanted one done. And then, who was the big one I just did? Oh, yes. Just somebody from YouTube. She wanted a reading. And she got the big, the big package, right? So, and then on top of that, I didn't tell you this. I got to tell you this before I get into this reading here. After that, after the reading, I had been talking like I am to you now, and I was saying, I'll never get rich off of YouTube unless I'm in the, $80,000, $100,000 subscriber range or something. And I said, all the money I get, I said, this keep the wolf from the door and food on the table. Every $50 I make ends up at the grocery store. And that's all I said. I didn't go on about it. I didn't elaborate my living and the way I live or how much income, none of that. Just that's all I said. And I sent her reading to her, and she emailed me back a day and a half later. I was worried, thinking, oh my gosh, maybe it was not a good reading. And she emailed me back, and first thing she said, oh my God, I loved both readings. Amazing, she said, and she went on and on about how great the reading was, what she had to say, and she said, I'm so happy with this. She said, I'm going to give you $100, she said, and you can take yourself and get some groceries or whatever you want to do with the money. But so I go into PayPal. She give me $120 on top of that. So I've made a nice little chunk of change here. I went and I did groceries. The $120 that I kept 20 of it, And my driver and my friend Mike that takes me out around town to do groceries, he comes here, picks me up. His car was in the shop and he needed another $100 to get his car out. And I loaned him the $100 out of that $120. So I paid it forward. And it wasn't to make myself feel good, because I don't believe that. But I was not expecting the joy that I felt that I helped him out. He was out of his mind. His car was going to be off the road to the end of the month. And he was just like, at first he said, no, 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 I can't do that. You're as poor as I am. And I said, yeah, but I've got groceries and this money's unexpected. What had happened was, I had told him, here, I had to tell you about this. Less than an hour before that happened, before she sent me that message about the $100, I was on the phone with him and trying to soothe him, calm him down so he wasn't so stressed about his car, blah, blah, blah. And I told him, I said, look, I said, if I get 2 more readings in the next little while, 2 $50 readings, there'll be $100. I said, I'm going to give it to you. Oh, no, no, no. He says, no, 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 blah, blah, blah. And it was like 45 minutes later, I sat down here. I was checked on Facebook for messages, and I went into my my email, and there was the email from her telling me all this stuff and what she was going to do, and I couldn't believe it. So I hopped into PayPal, and there was the money. And it's like the universe was saying to me, Pam, go ahead, Natalie. Didn't you just say that if you had $100 that you would give it to him to get him out of the mess that he's in with his car? You'd get him out of the hole. You'd do anything to help him. Put your money where your mouth is, Natalie. You know what, Pam? I did. Sure, I could have taken that $100 and I could think, I need, you know, a new top or something to wear. There's so many things I need, right? Moisturizer, I don't have any. I'm using body lotion on my face. There's all kinds of things, because I'm out of everything. But I got food in, you know, the rent's paid, power bill's taken care of, phone's taken care of. And to help him, because he would have been stranded till the end of the month. He wouldn't have left his apartment. So isn't that funny how life works? It's like the universe heard me loud and clear. You know why? Emotions, because I felt it. How badly I wanted to help him. The joy of that money coming in, I was walking on cloud 9, because I knew how he was going to feel. And I did. I transferred the money right to him. He's got his car out. He's got his car out. He's got his freedom. And he's kind of immobile, too, a little bit. So, but anyway, I had to share that with you. 17 minutes in. If I have to put this into 2 videos, big deal, right? So the first card that I pulled for you was Strength, and it's all about stability. You're familiar with a lot of these cards because you watch all the videos. So, but the card is telling you that right now, any conflict that's coming at you from anywhere, Pam, is that you have to really dig deep into your well of patience for other people. And you're really going to have to pull hard, because you're going to want to just blow. You're going to want to kind of lose it, and really just throw it out there. I'm hearing she's tired of it. She's very tired of it. She's on the edge. She can't blow right now. She needs patience. You need to dig deeper for, and I know for a fact that you've had the patience of Job, as they say, never-ending faith that it's going to get easier and it's going to get better. I know that about you. You need to stand your ground as well, the card is telling you, rather than being overwhelmed. So you just take it as it comes and let it kind of float over you and around you and go behind you somewhere, metaphorically, if you know what I mean. I think you know what I mean. The card is here to tell you what is opposing you. Anything like your husband, if he's opposing you, your father-in-law is opposing you, they are lower than you are. You are light years above them and ahead of them. If you don't stick with that and put that in your head, you be quiet out there. Knock it off. Shut up. One of my crows. He's really being loud. Listen to that. I'm sure you can hear him. If you don't get that in your head that you're above them and they're lower than you are, your confidence could be shaken. That might have been what happened to you yesterday with your father-in-law. You said he had you crying and had you in tears. Some people, too, such as, you know, bullies of any kind, that could be your father-in-law, your husband, whatever. They try to project their feelings onto you, and that's like in a form of intimidation, of lording it over you, playing on your generosity and your kindness, your weak side, the weak spot, things we can't say no to, things that we allow ourselves to be pushed around into doing, changing the way things are done. I'm hearing that you're not doing enough, and if you did this and if you did that, then that wouldn't happen and this wouldn't be going on. If you just, and you're thinking, I didn't do anything wrong, and you didn't do anything wrong. This is somebody else belittling you and trying to make you feel really, really small. And again, you're probably familiar with this. With the other meaning of this card is the return of vitality and strength. Whoa, and I'm feeling that for you. I'm hearing growing spiritually stronger, growing mentally stronger, growing emotionally stronger. You're coming up a notch. You're taking a growth spurt. That's what I'm hearing. A growth spurt in all those areas of your life right now. It's coming at you. It's going to be coming at you. Again, the advice of the card is to stand firm and take the higher moral ground if you are you are being tested. Courage, risk, and vitality are the key words for this card. So, take the higher moral ground with people that are really, really kind of like in your face kind of thing, and you're going to get that knot in their face, and you're just nothing good, and they're just spewing negativity and verbal diarrhea coming out of their mouth. Show them kindness. Kill them with kindness. Be really so sweet that you're making yourself sick. Okay? Second card I pulled for you, 4 Cups. It's all about boredom. And this is what is helping you or it is crossing you. The advice of this card is to look for inspiration, to renew your faith. Life will bring you what you need as you need it as far as the universe goes. When the 4 arrives, you're looking better. You're feeling a little dissatisfied though. And you have your moments when there's no belief of a better life for you. And you just feel like retreating back into your shell. You want to just go into the shell and pull the lid down on top of you and just kind of like, thrive in the darkness where it's warm and it's quiet and it's dark and nothing can touch you. But that's just part of your survival mode kicking in so you can handle what's going on around you. And you're losing a little bit of hope. You have days where you say, this is never going to end. I'm never going to get through what all these things that I'm going through. I'm never going to get through it. And you walk around with the weight on your chest. And inside you're you're like the song Free Bird, by the Beatles. You're just a free spirit inside. It's funny, you're like the title out of that book, A Caged Bird Never Sings. And you're like that. You're like a bird that is caged. And you find it hard to get your heart into the place where you can sing. You can't sing the way you want to sing. You can't fly the way you want to fly because you're caged, Keywords for this card are stagnant, despondent, disillusionment, self-protection, a need for change. There's rigidity and stubbornness as well. Rigidity and stubborn. I'm going to come back to that because I'm not quite hearing what I'm supposed to be hearing on that. I think in this case what I'm hearing is the need for change goes along with rigidity and stubbornness, and in the fact that really deep down inside you, Pam, you're never going to give up. You're stubborn that way and rigid. I'm not giving up my dreams. I'm not giving up my future and all the hopes that I'm not giving it up. I don't care how bad it gets. I am not. I'll have my moments where I want to, but in the bigger picture, I'm not giving up. So there. So card number 3 is the best that you can expect at present. And I see the 7 of Swords, and it represents loss. Where's my book? There's my book right there. Let me pull. He's yelling at me. He wants bread. I'm busy. Come back later. Drive-thru's closed for the moment. We're on a break. This should be quiet. Eric's sleeping. He's gone to have a nap so I can do your reading. I can't do it with anybody in the room. I just can't go there. Can't do it. Okay, so 7 of Swords, and this is the best that you can expect at present, and your sense of loss here. The 7 is known as the Thief card of the tarot because it reveals something is being taken from you. I'm feeling maybe a sense of power within your own home right off right off. A sense of, this is my home. I'm the one that runs this home. And I'm the one that takes care of every living creature within the walls of this home. I really, in the bigger picture, I am the boss. This is my domain. And somebody's coming in and trying to pull the rug from under your feet. That's what I'm seeing. This often validates your suspicions. So if your intuition is telling you not to trust, then follow it. Investigate the details rather than agree to an offer straight away. So if somebody comes and offers you anything, you got to get behind them and what they're offering. And check out what's really going on so you get the full picture. For yourself, not through somebody else, mind you. Wait until you have evidence that it is genuine. Also, this card asks you to take extra care of your possessions and to protect yourself from negative people who drain your energy. Okay, you can only do that to a point. And you have to know how to meditate, and you know how to basically remove yourself. You may find yourself doing a lot of that, that spiritual removing of, so that you don't lose it, the happy place that you go to. The advice is to protect your assets and examine the motives of others very carefully and be on your guard. So it's warning you, the card's telling you, whatever you got that's of value to you, and I mean things like, your phone, your laptop, your car, things like this, whatever, to keep your eye on it. Question the motives of others. That's like somebody coming and making you an offer that you almost can't refuse, and you got to go check out the details to make sure that what this person's telling you is true. And then you ask yourself, oh, what's in it for them? What are they getting out of this? So you're going to get more answers than you thought when you ask yourself that question, what's in it for them? And then you analyze the situation as a whole. Okay. Keywords are theft, negative people, insecurity, intuition, mistrust, decisions, and protection. All right. So card number 4, yes, okay, is your question or foundation of the reading. Well, your question was always about what's coming at me. Are there any changes coming up? Even a little sneak peek at romance for the future kind of a thing. The Queen of the Ocean, she's all about abundance. What a card to have. That's a really nice card. So we come back to a sense of insecurity with the 7 of Swords here. And this card right behind it on top of it, abundance. So that, that your fears, we all have a fear about our security, unless we're filthy, stinking rich. And it's a whole different, it might be security over a relationship or something like that. But for people like you and I that struggle, and we have to depend on somebody else to kind of carry us through our day in a financial sense, this is important. So abundance, and this is basically the card is saying your biggest concern is if he dies or I leave, how do I support myself? I want abundance, and I want to welcome that into my life, kind of a thing, right? So this card, when she shows up, Pam, is the Mother of the Tarot in this deck. She brings happiness and abundance. Now, listen up. She is predicting contentment. She's predicting a loving partner, a wonderful family, and absolute comfort. That's what she's predicting. So your questions are what's coming at the whole bit. This is what's coming at you. This is what is in store for you down the road. It doesn't get much better than this. Absolutely not. She's here to reassure you that your needs are going to be met. Money is going to flow again. You're going to be living in harmony. And harmony will rule at home. It literally says that. Harmony will rule at home. There's some changes coming somewhere. Spiritual growth, stability, creativity, fertility in the sense that things are growing. Things are going to thrive again. Things are going to grow again. Family's going to expand. Family's going to thrive. And family's going to grow. The advice of this card is now is the time to grow and evolve. Leave yourself open in love, in your home, and projects as well. Keywords are growth, nurture, home, love, fertility, comfort, and generosity. That's the foundation of this reading. These are the things you want, but she's here and has shown up to tell you these are the things that are possible for you. These are the things that you can anticipate. Wow. You get some. I'm getting all worked up here because I'm just like blown away. This is a really, really, like, I'm feeling the, I think you are too. I'm feeling the heat off the reading and off the cards here. I'm connected and I can feel it. This is all playing out just the way it should. It's almost like telling a story, and everything is in proper order and the proper timing as well. So I didn't plan on smoking 3 cigarettes in the first 30 minutes of the video. I'll be getting up, getting more. I said 3, that'll do me. Yeah. You smoke more of these than the TaylorMade's though, because these burn up in like 3 minutes. So, okay. The next card, number 5, is the next event. And that's where the Hangman fell. And it's all about limbo. And I'm hearing she has to wait. You have to wait a while, Pam. And you're going to be feeling like you're in limbo. Okay? And this will be you. This is your next event. Just like the Hangman, you are, amidst your predicament, like this guy, he's in a predicament. He's tied by his ankles. But he's found a balance within his body, his mind, and his spirit, and he's found a peace within. Even though he's in this predicament, he's made himself very comfortable, and he knows he's not stepping backwards in his life, and he's not moving forward. He's in limbo. He's just hanging there, being very patient, because he knows there's a change. It's about the winds are going to change. The winds of change are going to blow, and they're going to blow his way. He's not stressed out. He's very relaxed. He's just chilling, and he's telling himself, I'm in the now, and it is what it is. Yeah, you have the feeling that some things are on hold right now. You may be waiting for a decision to be made on something as well right now, Pam. You have moments when you feel like you have a lack of control, and it leaves you feeling very frustrated. And you're tempted to compromise rather than hanging around and waiting. And the Hangman asks you to stay calm and think rather than rush. So, in a way, the feeling of limbo is being forced upon you or imposed upon you, so that you are being forced to take your time to think about things before you act on things. Got nothing better to do. I'll also sit here and think this out, but there's some kind of a decision you're waiting for an answer on. Your keywords are waiting, time, frustration, sacrifice, insights, purpose, and viewpoints. There we come with somebody in your face trying to tell you how to do things again. Find other ways to do things, and you may gain more valuable insights. Think outside the box, the card is telling you. To think outside the box. Card number 6. This is a great reading. I'm loving this. I'm enjoying every minute of this, especially if I can smoke. I bet you're having one or two right now. You should be. Your nerves should be on edge. With all this good stuff. It's like winning a lottery, but you haven't got the money yet. Okay, so the next card is past events or hidden factors. The 10 of Wands, and this is about responsibility. This card is telling you, and I'm hearing that you have felt a lot of burden on yourself, overload, feelings of confusion. How did I get here? How did this happen? Why has my life led me here right now? Why am I here? Feeling exhaustion, mental and physical and spiritual exhaustion. These are things of your past. Things that you've had to make priorities, and you've been under pressure, and you've been dealing with blocks. This is all from your past. Excuse me. The advice of the card is to set boundaries to reduce your stress. You may need to say no to certain people. Man, that can cover all kinds of stuff in this case. Okay. All right. Something from the past is coming into your future. Somebody's going to try to hold you to something that you said. And you're going to probably have to say no, or at least think about saying yes before you say yes. Something to do with your past. Something coming back from the past. Something or somebody's holding you to your word. Excuse me. All right. That was that. So the next card is card number 7. The Eight of Pentacles. Achievement. And this is how you see yourself and what you can do. Okay. So this is for you. And I know you're not in school or anything like that. Maybe you're thinking about it. That's possible, going back to school. What I'm seeing is achievement in your field of study. Well, your field of study is white magic, Wicca, Majdik, and anything to do with stuff like that. That's your field of study. It shows growth in this area, a lot of growth. You're really working on yourself, and you won't stop working on being more of what it is that you are and who you are, a natural born witch. So you're really wanting to elevate and cultivate that part of who you are, and bring it up as far as you can, and never stop bringing it up and making it whole, and gathering more power as well. You can take pride at this time as well, over anything that you've done in your life, any kind of work involved at all. Now's the time you can feel a lot of pride. You've never done anything wrong. You've never, stepped on anybody else. All you've done is care and give of yourself. And you've always had high standards. And right now, that attitude of when I do something and do it right, I'm not going to do it half-assed. This is going to pay off for you somehow, some way. The payoff is there. And you're going to be grateful to your own wisdom and thanking yourself for something that you've done. And I'm glad I did it like that, is what I'm hearing. I'm glad I did it that way. Nobody can find fault with that. Nobody can say anything, and I'm very proud of what I've done. The advice of this card is you have the ability to learn more, to earn more. Whatever you focus on right now is going to be bringing you success, and that's in your environment and what you can do. So it's up to you. It's up to you at this point. Everything's in your court and how you deal with everything. And you will be successful. Don't hold back and don't be afraid. The key words are analysis, dedication, detailed work, commitments, money, education, and perfection. So that's in what you can do. You're just growing and bettering yourself. Card number 8, we're almost done already, is your environment and what you can do. And this is the Magician. It's all about manifestation. And I always say with him, first thing, Pam, is look at the table in front of him. All the suits of the tarot are represented there. The cups, the wands, the swords, and the pentacles. They're all right there. He's holding his hand out saying, help yourself. You can use them all. They're all here at your disposal. And he asks you, what do you think you can make happen, Pam? If you have all the tools and they're all here, what do you think you can make happen in your own life? He's also the commander of the deep. He's also here to tell you right now, conditions are perfect for you. And now's the time to take action. You have the talent and the resources to attract what it is you want and what it is you need. From anything from business enterprises, buying a new vehicle, or anything like that, to relationships. You're in the creative flow of life right now, full of energy, energy and purpose. You feel a purpose now. I'm feeling and I'm hearing a purpose for her future. She's feeling an energy and applying it. All driven. Her focal point is to the future. and her purpose in life, and how everything is going to be better because she knows now. She's never been more sure than ever before than she is right now about who she is, what she wants, and what she needs to be even more of who she already is. When this card appears, communication, speed up, and support comes easily. So if in some way you need somebody's support in any way, shape, or form, you need to speak to somebody, you need help in any way, now's the time to go and ask whoever that is. The time is now, says the advice of this card. Take action and you will find success. Keywords are new enterprises, communications, energy, money, travel, and support. And I don't know why, I just got this crazy flash. Somebody that you're talking to, and it's somebody that's either in the military or they were. I'm thinking older. World War number 2 maybe, because I'm seeing that olive green colored uniform. These are a little different than what they have today. So that's when I don't know where that's coming from. Maybe it means something to you. I see you talking to somebody like that. Okay, so the next card number 9, is the Four of Pentacles, and it's all about security. Money, security. And this is your hopes and your fears. The card's here to tell you that your finances, your work, I don't know about this, your relationships are stable. Well, maybe with everybody else around you, but obviously not with everyone. Right now, you are able to provide and care for others. You've reached a point where you can't sit back and you can't relax and enjoy the strong foundation you've built. Don't resist taking moments to yourself is what I'm feeling. And being a little smug within yourself about it, going, yeah, damn, I'm good. You can do that with yourself. It may not go over well with other people, mind you, but you can do that. Take those moments and smile to yourself and go, damn, I'm good. I'm so good. And feel proud of everything that you've, a lesser person and a lesser woman would have packed up and gone years ago, and you've stayed where you are. You have your reasons. But it's not going to last forever. You're not going to feel locked in the way you felt for a long, long time. Don't resist any positive changes that come your way. The advice of the card is to enjoy this period of change, calm, and order. Stay open to new possibilities and keep looking for new ways to expand your empire. Keywords are stability, finances, property, protection, balance, order, and foundations. And I feel you're right in the heart of the foundations of your life, the big one, the main one, the one that Pam has built, the one where there's no room for anybody but Pam. So you get to be yourself in any way, shape, or form that you want to be. The last card, like I told you, is a really good card. The Wheel of Fortune and its destiny. See how it's all fit together, Pam? Finding yourself, finding the courage, not letting other people control who you are or how you are, controlling your wants, your dreams, your needs. You're finding yourself and you're growing stronger and following your destiny. Destiny's come to play here. It's been waiting. It's been here all along. All along. The keywords for this card, Pam, are fate, luck, the unexpected, movement, change, crossroads, and clairvoyance as well. Very, very sharp on the intuitions, sharp on the clairvoyance. You're starting to see more than you've ever seen before. Overwhelmed, I'm hearing. Overwhelmed. She's going to be overwhelmed. You're going to see how strong you are and how your powers are as well. The advice of this card is here to tell you, Pam, that this card is not so much about doing as it is about receiving, as it is about going with the flow, feeling grateful for all the good fortune coming your way. Your cup is going to run over with gratitude. You'll be moved to tears at times because you've got your hope back. And you feel the strength, the new energy coming into you. Yes, most definitely. This card is a major boost to your life. It's forward moving. Allow fate to lead you to your destiny. It shows feeling optimistic, turning unexpected chances into great decisions. And the invitation, the intuition is extremely heightened at this point as well. I'm feeling a lot, the whole reading, the cards are equal. As far as feeling the heat from the cards and the whole reading as a whole, they're equal. Each card, this is balanced, a well-balanced reading. I'm feeling that very, very strongly for you. Very, very strongly. Where are we at? 45 minutes. This camera only records up to an hour. So, Pam, I hope you're happy with this. I hope you can relate to a lot of what the cards have brought forward. And the messages that I was receiving and hearing for you as well. This is a great reading. I love it when I know it's going to resonate with you. I know you're going to like it. I feel that when I'm in a reading. I know if I'm nailing it, and I feel it. Everything is certain as 150%. Never mind 100%. I hit 150 in here, and I feel the strength of the spirit and the energy behind the cards and how true they are. Because the cards definitely acknowledge of the hard time that you've had. But it shows your girlfriend, you standing right up there, and not taking any guff off anybody. And you'll know when to speak, and there's times you won't be able to speak, and you know you shouldn't. There'll be times you'll want to blurt things out. And as I heard the spirit guide saying, she has to hold on, she has to hold back. Your first go-to response is going to be to react, boom, and just blow. You need to learn to curb that, even though you have every right to. The cards recognize that. I recognize that. You have every right to blow and lose it on somebody. You really do. You have it really, really tough. And you're surrounded by illness and death and all these other things going on, financial problems, and my goodness. And the cards acknowledge that. And they're saying, yes, in the perfect world, you have every right to lose it. But right now, for some reason, they're saying you need to, if the whole thing overall, right there, you need, there's going to be something go down with somebody else. And you're going to need to bite your tongue because your first reaction is to really blow. But you don't. You will hold on to it. It's going to make your stomach hurt. You'll be sick to your stomach. Because you need to say something so badly, you just want to blurt it out, spit it out, and get it over with. But there's that little voice, your intuition, saying, don't do it, Pam. Don't do it. And your feelings of frustration are going to go right through the roof. Like, you're going to be, I see you pacing, saying, holy fuck. Fuck, fuck, fuck. Fuck, I see you doing this. Do you do this a lot? Do you grab the top of your head? I see you doing, oh my God, and walking back and forth. That's what I see. Let me know if I'm right on that. I usually am. I see funny depictions of people. I just see them in my mind's eye, and they're never wrong. This would be the first time. I seen one girl, didn't know from a hole in the ground. Another one from YouTube, did her reading. I seen her chewing her nails. And I told her, I said, it's a bad habit you have, chewing your nails. I know you chew your nails. I know you do, especially when you're worried. And she couldn't get over it. She said, I nailed her right there. Right there. So, anyway, oh, yes, the surprise. Surprise is from Luna. I just helped it along by making you wait. Like I said, you'll already know. But, Luna didn't pay at all $50 for the reading, eh? Not at all. No. She paid $75. She got the full reading, is what she did. So there's another reading following this one. The Mysterious Deep, the 7-card reading. I'm going to address your curiosity about that man you were talking about that you were friends with and you're not friends, and you really liked him and this and that, and you seem to get along good and he just disappeared or stopped talking to you. and we talked about maybe he's meant to be more down the road in your future. So we'll focus on that. So right now I have to go through the editing process with this video, and then I have to save it to my system, and then I upload it to YouTube. So that probably will take about half an hour, 40 minutes, and then I go to up YouTube, and that's when everything slows down. But I'm not going to add the sound effects and all that stuff. That'll help move it along a little bit faster. Anyway, Pam, the best of you, to you. Great reading. I'm glad it's recorded. Isn't it great? You can go back and you can view it over and over again as often as you like. Okay, I'm going to stop for now. The longer the video is, the longer it takes to upload, so I'm going to shut up. Anyway, I'll be back in a few with the other reading. Bye-bye.